Okay, because it is Monday and I would like to go to bed before midnight, we are going to do things a little bit different today. I'm just going to do a quick little movie review of a movie I watched the other night, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. The Holiday, the 2006 romantic drama comedy written and directed by Nancy Meyers. I always think, ooh, where do I know her name from? And I think it's just because Nancy makes me think of Nightmare on Elm Street, and Myers makes me think of Michael Myers. She was also a writer and the director of the Parent Trap remake with Lindsay Lohan, which I liked a lot back in the day. And speaking of Halloween, the director of photography on this movie was Dean Cundey, who was also the director of photography on a million movies we all know and love, but the one that I most associate him with is Halloween. This movie looks gorgeous, too. I first saw this movie back when it came out on DVD, and I don't think I liked it very much at the time, but now that it's over 10 years old, it's got like a little nostalgia factor working for it. And it's not really your average romantic comedy, you know, it's got a little more depth to it. The movie stars Kate Winslet, who I would probably watch in just about anything. She plays a columnist for a London newspaper, and she's in love with this guy she works with, played by Rufus Sewell, and he gets engaged and breaks her heart. Meanwhile, Cameron Diaz is in the business of making movie trailers, and she finds out her boyfriend is cheating on her, and so her and Kate Winslet end up going onto this website and agreeing to swap houses for 2 weeks. Kate Winslet lives in this little quaint country cottage, and Cameron Diaz has this huge house in Los Angeles or somewhere. So they trade places, and of course they each meet a new guy. Kate Winslet meets Jack Black, which is kind of nice to see him in like a leading man type role. I mean, he starts out pretty normal, and then he gets a little Jack Blackier as the movie goes along. He plays a composer, and there's a really cute scene where they're in a DVD rental place, and he's going around picking up movie boxes off the shelf and humming the score for each one. And the really heartwarming story of the movie is that she meets this old Hollywood screenwriter played by Eli Wallach, who I probably know best from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He lives alone, he has to use a walker, so they develop this friendship that's really sweet. Although it seems like it would take more than 2 weeks to do some of the things that they do, but you know, whatever. Meanwhile, Cameron Diaz meets Kate Winslet's character's brother, played by Jude Law. Their story's kind of sweet too. She keeps having these moments where she imagines her life as a movie trailer, which is pretty cool. So they have, like, you know, the movie voiceover guy, Hal Douglas, who was a big voiceover guy for many years. I tried to look up a list of, I mean, he's done so much stuff that I don't know how you would find a list, but the one thing that jumped out was that he was the voice for the promos for the WB when it first came on, and so that was a thing that clicked for me and my sister, because we definitely would have heard him in that. And you know, once you hear his voice, you're like, yep, that's it, I get it now. Do you remember there was that one really cool promo where it was like, I don't know that it had voiceover in it, but like it was, oh what a night, do 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 do, and it had like, I just remember it because like David Boreanaz and like Shannon Doherty have a moment together. It was really cool. Anyway, it's like all the stars of the WB and stuff are like at this party. Anyway, it's a really cool promo. I love it. I love the music in this movie. It's got a score by Hans Zimmer, which is fabulous. It fits really well. I even downloaded the soundtrack because I liked it so much. I think he did a master class on composing, which I would really like to watch because I think that'd be interesting. It also has that Imogen Heap song, Just For Now, which Kelly Clarkson covered on her Christmas album. I had never thought of it as a Christmas song before, but they like added some Carol of the Bells sounding piano to the music in the background, and it really sells it. And I love Kelly Clarkson, so expect her to get mentioned again soon. Anyway, I really enjoyed watching this movie, a lot more than I thought I would. It's not super Christmassy. I mean, there's Christmas music in it. It's got, you know, Christmas parties, opening gifts, Hanukkah. It's more like it just happens to take place at Christmas time. It's not like the focus of it. It's streaming this month on Hulu, which is where I watched it. I think it's also streaming on Amazon Prime. Yeah, so if you want a sappy, kind of sappy, but not too sappy holiday movie to watch, no. Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot. She plays a columnist. No.